Welcome to the cybersecurity training. In today's session, the agenda will be like what are the course content you are going to learn for computer networks, then SOC Analyst, and ethical hacking. These are the three concepts which you will be learning uh, throughout the next 1.5 month in this timing 11 to 12. Remember, the actual training is for cybersecurity. That is ethical hacking and SOC Analyst. As you are learning these two courses in the cybersecurity course, ethical hacking and SOC, the core concepts, the elementary topics, basics required for ethical hacking and SOC is computer networks. Computer networks, everyone has some basic idea. Like, why do we need a network? Anyone just respond in the chat online. Offline, can anyone tell me why do we need computer networks or network? The main purpose is communication. As a human, we can talk to each other through some language, like some regional language, but systems cannot communicate like that. Those communicate with the help of rules, instructions, and the group of resources or computers which can communicate together. We call it like a network. If you want to become a hacker, or if you want to protect some organization from security attacks, cyber attacks, you should have a very good understanding about the computer networks. So when you are learning these networks, first you need to learn like IP addresses. Each and every computer will have an IP address for communication. Let me see if I have a simple picture on that. Now, see this picture. This is a picture which represents the typical IT infrastructure in a software company. Here, I just mentioned some devices, but in a typical IT organization, there will be like thousands of devices, right? Routers, everyone would have seen router. If you need internet connection, wireless connection from your home, you will try to use a router, right? From router, like how many devices you can connect? One, two, or more. You can connect your mobile, you can connect your laptop, you can connect a printer, or you can connect any kind of cameras, wireless devices, IoTs, right? N number of devices we can connect. Okay, fine. By now you got some fair idea about how does the IT infrastructure looks like. In software companies, as I said, thousands of devices will be there. The people or the security engineers, depending on their role, are they working as a network engineer or SOC analyst or ethical hacker, or within the SOC, there are like SIEM, SOR, XDR, multiple courses are there. Don't worry about that. As of now, just remember like three streams, three verticals we are going to learn. We start with networks, then SOC. Within the SOC, we'll learn about ethical hacking also in this batch. I'll give a basic idea about what is the course content, like one after another, and some tools which you are going to learn in this course. And before that, maybe like everyone knows me, in case if you are coming newly for this demo and training. This is all about me as a trainer. I have been working from last 5 years, I can say. Only from last 5 years, I have been into the this commercial or corporate training. Earlier to that, I was working as a cybersecurity architect for 13 years. In fact, I started as a fresher. Before I stopped in this IT organization, I worked as an architect for 4 years. And you can see the list of certifications. All these certifications are related to the cybersecurity. Okay. But the trainings, I can teach cybersecurity, coding, programming, automation, manual testing, desktop engineer, network engineer, CCNA. I'm familiar with all these concepts because if you are handling the toughest things, the easiest ones easily we can try, right? In this list, the toughest will be the LPT, licensed penetration tester, and CISSP. CPAM.
Sir, your voice is like coming and going, coming and going.
Just a second. Let me know in case again if you face that issue. Okay, fine that. This is all about me, and I'll be the trainer for all these three courses starting from tomorrow. The typical career path for the people who wants to become a cyber security engineer and the head of the IT, head of security is at the last. You need to do all these four. And the present job requirement, the course is at this level, CH level. You are learning networks, you are learning SOC analyst, you are learning ethical hacking in the first phase. Okay. Some of the jobs who has got offers in the last 2 quarters. Okay. System engineer means like you would have studied in your graduation about how does the computers work. Basic idea about OS, operating system, and
Sir, same sir. Again, your voice is breaking and breaking and breaking.
okay. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll change the network. I switched the network. Is it fine now, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Let's continue. So assume like you guys didn't have any kind of IT experience in the past, and you are trying to learn the cybersecurity course. Where to start, and do you need any basics, or like do you have any? You have a career gap, or you have education gap. What to do? So don't worry about that. The prerequisite is zero. You can directly join for the course. We are going to cover all the basics that are required for you to get into the job. And normally the system engineer is a role where you get a jobs like desktop engineer, system engineer, system admin, those kind of jobs with very minimal skills, OS and networks. You require operating system knowledge and network troubleshooting knowledge. This is the one. In fact, this will start in parallel, those who are interested in that. But starting from tomorrow, we'll be starting the networks and SOC Analyst. That is this one, operating system and networking concepts. You can consider these networking concepts similar to the CCNA, you can say. In fact, CCNA is a course which goes for 2 months, but here, as part of cybersecurity, we are going to cover that as well, so that in case if you get any job opportunities based on the CCNA concepts, you can try for those jobs also, especially freshers to 3 years of experience candidates who are looking for the package of 3 to 5 lakhs. Easy to get into the networks. So first 3 weeks, I'm going to cover about networks. What are the tools we are going to learn as part of this? Or Kali Linux is a operating system, Linux-based operating system. It looks like this. Kali Linux VM virtual machine setup. This VMware, we are going to set up all the tools that are required for you to practice. Okay. This is a lab setup which you will be doing it in the first week. And you learn about finding the IP address, finding the MAC address, or the basic Linux commands, right? How to use this terminal. If I want to figure out the IP address, internal IP address of my Kali Linux, can anyone tell me what is a command? If you know, you guys tell me, because some of you are
IP
already,
config.
yeah, some of you are already working. You might be aware of these concepts, right? If you don't know, don't worry. All this will be covered as part of the class. I'm just making you to feel comfortable, like what kind of tools and how to use those tools. Those things we are going to discuss. Okay, fine then. If config will list you the internal IP address, the basic commands, and then when it comes to the Linux, use like what is a command to find the computer name or host name, host name. Everyone respond in the chat. How do you check the present working directory? Present working directory. PWD. PWD. Okay. I want to list the files in this folder called downloads. What is the command?
ls.
LS. Okay. Don't worry. This is like some basic things. I'll teach you how does the things go as part of our course. Okay, fine. Everyone knows google.com, right? I want to see if I can reach google.com or I can communicate google.com from this computer. Generally, we use a command called ping. Okay, just remember that. This is a demo session, guys. 2 or 3 minutes for each tool I'll try to cover. Ping space google.com. We are able to get the positive response. No packet loss. So this is called ping. Okay, fair enough. Now, there is a tool called Nmap. Anyone heard of this tool called Nmap? Why do we use it? You can respond in the chat.
Find the open code.
So every computer has ports. Ports are nothing but logical channels for communication. Every computer, your laptop, your mobile, or camera, all these communicate through these ports, virtual channels. Okay. Now, I want to figure out in any kind of domain like google.com, is port number 80 open or not? So I am trying to do a scan and see if port number 80 is open. Is it open or not? Can anyone tell me what is the status of this port? Open or closed? This is open. You can see it here, and you can see the service, HTTP service. These details What is meant by HTTP? What is meant by HTTPS? And open port, closed ports, total number of ports, protocols, all will be discussed in the class. I'm just giving you some details. Not only google.com, you can give any kind of domain or IP address. This is called one more website, demo.testfile.net. And I'm trying to check the same thing for number 80 open or not. Filtered means some firewall exists and we don't know the status of the port. I'm trying to do a different scan. Don't worry about this. Now it says open. No ping scan. This entire Nmap tool you are going to learn in 3 days. I'm just giving you an overview today. Okay, that's good. Now, I want to find out operating system, -o. Like what is the operating system of this website? Website will be hosted in one server. What is the OS version of that server? It is matching with the Windows. It can be Windows Server 2012 or more probably for Windows-based operating system. Can anyone tell me what is the use of a tool called Wireshark? Why do we use Wireshark? Respond in the chat. Or if you are using mic, just answer and then again unmute. Again go to mute. Wireshark is a packet monitoring and packet capturing device or a tool. Basically, it is a tool that is used for packet monitoring and packet capturing. Okay. Try to use, click on these applications, launch Wireshark. It will be launched. We capture one interface, ETH0. You can see like from your computer, what packets are going in and what packets are coming out, going in and coming to your system, all those things. Even when you try to work with this tool, Nmap, port number 80, enter, you can see the results here. The moment I do a ping, it is communicating. Source IP address, destination IP address, protocol length. Okay. These are the high level details. Like when you're working with the tool, this is how you do. But before that, you need to learn so many things that I'll discuss it now as part of our course content. Okay. Network engineer, SOC and ethical hacker. To get started, first you need to have this setup, Windows 10 or Windows 11 laptop, okay, with some processor of i3, i5, i7 and storage of 500 GB and 8 GB RAM. We are going to set up a virtual machine lab, virtual setup, VMware setup in your laptop. Few tools which you are going to learn as part of our training. Network tools are Nmap, Wireshark, and then Netcat. And few more utilities also there. As and then it is required, we are going to cover. Mac, we don't recommend, but we'll guide you some of the tools. You need to do it by yourself. Okay. And for the SOC Analyst, when it comes to the SOC, we are going to learn about Splunk, MS Toolbox, then SE Toolkit you are going to learn. Along with that, Microsoft Defender you have to learn for SOC. And CrowdStrike also you need to learn. Okay. As part of networking basics, you learn about IT infrastructure, intranet, internet, DMC. What do you mean by IP address, internal IP address, external IP address, commands for finding internal and external IP address, classes of IP addresses, how do you do the static IP address allocation and dynamic IP address allocation. There are some important servers, protocols. You need to learn about all those servers and how does the communication happens. Network topologies. How do you design your network? Different types of networking devices, different types of cables. All these comes under core concepts of networks. Okay. And along with that, you should be knowing about uh, like the communication models, like OSI model, TCP/IP model, different layers of it. How does the communication works? How does the TCP communication works? Network sniffing, scanning, and evaluation. So after learning all these basics, then only actually you should get into this Nmap and Wireshark. In fact, I just shown you for your understanding purpose how to use Nmap. To understand Nmap, you need to understand all these basics. You can run these tools however you want, but to understand the background process, definitely you need to have these basics. Okay. And then how does the TLS communication work? Some cybersecurity tools. Then Cisco packet tracer. Some of the new concepts which we have added for this cybersecurity course is routing and switching. So why did we add these concepts? In case if any of you wants to try for networking job roles, we need to learn about routing. We need to learn about switching. So basically routing is used for communication between two different networks. Switching or switch is used for communication of devices behind the router within the same network. Different types of routing protocols. Okay. And then how do you configure the router? How do you configure the switch? All those details also will be discussed. And only one tool you are going to learn in this routing and switching is Cisco packet tracer. This tool, right, generally, if there are thousands of devices in your IT network, it is very difficult for us to get a similar physical lab setup. That's the reason we depend on this virtual lab setup with the help of this tool. And you are going to have practice with this kind of networks. You can design the network like this with some routers, switches, and behind each and every switch, some computers or some nodes. See how does the communication flow is working or not. So you learn about router configuration, switch configuration, communication, protocols, and the way how you design your network is up to you. We'll teach you those concepts also as part of computer networks, which is helpful for you to track jobs related to the networks also. This is the first time we are adding these routing and switching to our concepts. In fact, with this, you can try even for CCNA related jobs also. Except one concept we didn't add is like how do you design the subnetting for class A, class B, class C. That also I'll cover. It will be like too much, but interested can listen that class after we finish the complete course. This is all we are going to cover as part of computer networks for 3 weeks. It will take at least 3 weeks. Once we finish all these computer networks, then we'll get into the cybersecurity SOC. From fourth week onwards, you learn about cybersecurity, some basic terminology, and different types of hackers. Then you understand like what is the use of this database server, web server, app server, and getting into the SOC. These are related to the cybersecurity, ethical hacking. We learn some hacking techniques, vulnerabilities, and exploits. Then later, introduction to SOC, different types of viruses, malwares, SOC terminology, cyber kill chain, email analysis. If you receive some email, how do you figure out whether that email is safe or not? Right? We'll discuss this now. Incident response, SIEM, SOAR, and then CrowdStrike and Microsoft Defender. These are the concepts of SOC Analyst. And coming to the tools, let me get back to this. You can see it here. Just now I have shown you Kali Linux, Nmap, and Wireshark. Metasploit, MSF, Winamp, Netcat. These are all hacking related tools which you will be learning as part of the course. SOC Analyst. Once you finish networks, then as part of SOC, OS, networks plus CEH real time. And some of the tools which we are going to learn. Splunk, SIM tool, SC toolkit, MX toolbox, and virus total. Above this, after SOC Analyst, CPENT, OSCP, and CISSP, those are not scope of this course and those are not related to you. For those who are already working from last 3 years, 5 years now, the top three belongs to them. Are people who are already done with ethical hacking and SOC Analyst, CPENT, OSCP, and CISSP are relevant. That also we have a demo today at 7:30 in the night, Indian Standard Time. For a 1 hour demo is there. These are for experienced candidates who wants to work on that advanced hacking skills. Let us see about the job roles, what we guys are trying to target. With just system engineer, you can target the jobs like desktop engineer, network engineer, system admin, NOC engineer, IT technical support engineer, endpoint security engineer. In fact, these are all IT related job roles. Don't think like these are non-IT. Ethical hacking. Even for ethical hacking, you need to learn about OS and networks. Over that, you can try all these job roles. I listed some of the most commonly seen job roles. In fact, there are other job roles also, at least minimum 30 job roles you will get it with this CH. With SOC Analyst, it is going to add few more job roles. With SOC Analyst, you get SOC Analyst, SIEM engineer, incident response engineer. These are the jobs that are related to the SOC, additional to this ethical hacking. So the next 1.5 month, you learn networks, OS, SOC Analyst, and ethical hacking. The course content already I gave you the walkthrough, and we'll be sharing this with you. You guys can have a look. That's not a problem. And coming to the course content, SOC Analyst, whatever we have given you the training, we can see some of the job roles that are there online. For example, SOC Analyst jobs in Bangalore. Just I'm trying to type that. See what are the expectations from those jobs. SOC Analyst from MNR Solutions, and we need to learn about computer networks, network based. We are going to cover one tool under SIEM, that is Splunk. We are going to cover here. CrowdStrike or Sentinel, one tool we are going to cover under EDR. So is an in fact, Sentinel is also part of SOAR. Splunk is also part of SOAR. Okay. How do you what is the incident response life cycle? How do you process these incidents? All those things are part of our course structure. What are the expectations? We need to learn about TTP, tactics, techniques, and procedures, Mitra attack, SIEM tool, SOAR, and EDR. That's it. All these entire 90% of match is there. SOC operator from entity data. See the job roles, see the responsibilities of a SOC engineer. These are like generic, they have given, not too much technical. CCNA are relevant 1 year, level 1 network security we are going to cover. Then relevant certifications is optional for you. SOC admin.
Excuse me, sir.
Just a second. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, while we do continue on the course, while we work, will we work on projects to build our resumes for freshers?
Yeah, completely. The training is real-time based training. Even when you get into the job, you'll be learning on the same tools. Only thing is like we'll try to make you work on 5 to 10 applications of real time. Oh, okay. Some applications will be like standalone applications. Some will be network. Some will be based on the web. Altogether, at least 10 real-time projects you are going to work. When you get into the job, like depending on their project, is it based on the banking or is it based on the insurance or e-commerce? The application may change. That's it. But the kind of work nature, the tools all remain same. Yes.
So we at least do more than 10 projects or two.
Like the training content, whatever we have prepared, it is relevant for L1 and L2 of network, L1 and L2 of SOC Analyst. Ethical hacking also from 3 to 5 years experience. Once you are familiar with our course content, you guys can easily deliver the job of 5 years experience candidates in the real time.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Most of our engineers, whoever has got job in the past, like freshers are there, experienced candidates are there, and if you see here, I think we do have the picture.
I asked it because we are freshers. Means I am fresher, sir. So I need to build my resume according to the job profile. So I need some projects, sir.
Okay, okay,
That
that's good.
are yeah.
We'll help you to build your LinkedIn, then Naukri profile and resume. That's not a problem. Okay. Mixed kind of job roles we have got in the
Yes,
last
sir. Thank you.
2 quarters. The first one for some person I'm not mentioning the names. You can see like this is completely a cyber security, ethical hacking. This is also ethical hacking. Here, desktop engineer, web pen tester, ethical hacking, associate engineer, again ethical hacking, network engineer, associate engineer, SOC analyst. This one, she has got into the SOC. So like this, depending on your convenience, depending on the way, like see, few people are good in communication, few people are lagging in communication. Few people will be technically good, but they'll not be able to cope up with the communication. But still, like depending on your profile, we'll be able to help you for the jobs. Okay. Okay, fine. Just a second. We have seen the job roles so far. Let us see the tools what you are going to learn. Already I have covered some of the basics. As part of SOC, Splunk, we are going to cover. Then Sentinel and one tool related to the EDR, endpoint detection and response, either Microsoft Defender or CrowdStrike. That we are going to cover. In case if any of you are interested to take up these advanced cybersecurity programs, in fact, that is like completely like it will go for 6 weeks. You may learn at least 50 tools. I just mentioned some of the tools like John the Ripper, hacking the password, hacking the hashes, cracking the hashes, Maltago, reconnaissance, IoT tools. Lot many things are there. In fact, we cannot directly jump to this CPEN. In case if you want to get into this level, you need to finish this SOC and ethical hacking. Directly, we cannot do this CPEN. I'm just directly telling to you. Harshavardhan, are you going to place every student who has joined in your institute? It depends, Harsha. Generally, no. The people we recommend 2 months of training, 2 to 3 months of training, another 2 to 3 months of job search. Okay. In the if the candidate is clearly following our instructions, depending on their job role, for example, system engineer is there, 100% will place within 2 months, 1 month of training and 1 month of job search. Networks is there, 2 months of training and another 1 to 2 months of job search. 4 months, the candidate has to follow all our training courses, assessments, and mock interviews. We place them 100%. But few times what happens, in case if the candidate is not functional to the, I mean to say, if they are not attending the sessions properly and if their communication is little slow, all these challenges will be there. For those candidates, it may get delayed. It all depends on the candidate. Offline classes, yes, available. But I can say like we are the best in providing the placements. All our training course content will be revised for every batch depending on the market situation. Divyanshu, would you help us to connect to the recruiter? See, that comes under placement support because open market is not so good for the jobs. That is the reason we are directly interacting with the recruiters. Once the training is done, as per through the placement support, we are able to place the candidates. extended placement support. Even without that also you guys can try, but it may take little more time. That's it. These are some of the tools which you need to learn for each and every course. The scope for the next 1.5 months is ethical hacking and SOC Analyst. These two. Of course, system engineer OS also comes into the picture. The three courses below, starting from the bottom, will be covering in the next 1.5 months. I'll be sharing you this course content, whatever I have been a walkthrough. Along with that, maybe like jobs, I'll share you this PPT, whoever has got the jobs in the recent past. Let us see some job roles on the SOC. SOC only we are seeing it, right? SOC operator, entity data, CCN networking knowledge, then some of the SIEM tools you need to be familiar. They are not specific on some specific SIEM tool. You need to be learning about the virtualization also. Okay. Some company I never heard of this company. You need to be familiar with SIEM. You need to be familiar with IT infrastructure and information security, cyber security also, like how to perform the cyber attacks also you should be familiar. Senior SOC Analyst L2 and L3. What are the required skills? Malware analysis, phishing analysis, incident response, endpoint security using SIEM tools. The same thing was there in our course. Cyber kill chain, malware analysis, as part of malware analysis, phishing, email phishing analysis also there. You can compare any kind of job roles. Our course content is a 100% match. SOC Analyst L2, this is basically for 3 to 5 years of experience. Mid-tray attack, we are going to cover about antivirus, networks, network security, basics of DLP, and we do have perform a DLP lab also, no problem. IDS lab. Vaja, we are going to cover Vaja SIEM tool, DDoS, DOS detection. These are the networking basics. TCP, IP, DNS, SSL, TLS, right? Okay, great. Let me do one thing. Everyone has access to the mic, right? Okay. I have gone through the basics of networks, computer networks. What are the tools we are going to cover and how does those tools looks like? What is the course content? What are the different job roles that are there for each and every course? So altogether, you guys can try for 20 plus job roles. One course, 20 plus job roles, you guys can try. OWSP top 10, yes, we are going to cover. Okay. This batch starts from tomorrow. If you guys have any questions, any technical questions, you can ask me related to training, certifications, jobs. Unmute and ask me the question, or you can post it in the chat also. The batch starts from tomorrow 11 to 12. 11 a.m. to 12 a.m., 12 p.m. Indian Standard Time. For performing the DOS attack, we use MSF console or any other tools. We use a tool called HPing 3 and Metasploit also we use MSF console. Either ways. This is completely project-based learning, yes. The theoretical part 30% plus 70% is completely on the practicals. The complete real-time practicals you are going to learn in the course. You are trying to switch from SOC to VAPT. Yes, you can do that. So Sai, you can attend 2 sessions. Morning 7:30 session also there. You can attend that as well for VAPT and SOC. Can we get any free certificate? From institute, we will provide you the certification, one certificate, course completion certificate. But if you are looking for global certifications, like from EC Council, Certified Ethical Hacker, Certified SOC Analyst, Certified Pen Tester, you need to buy a voucher. I need to pass the exam also. Guys, morning hours, it is 1 hour to 1.5 hour. 11 to 12:30 you can consider. Only one to 1.5 hour online. Offline, in case if you want to practice in the office, yes, you can practice. Both online and offline is there from tomorrow onwards. Do we need to do any certification for SOC Analyst? Certifications are optional, but I would say good to have it to beat the competition. If you have 2 or 3 profiles, 2 or 3 certifications in your resume, that makes the difference. See, I am a trainer. If someone comes and tell me, like, why should I get trained from Hari? I'll say like I have done all these certifications. That's the reason. 10 years experience candidates also comes to me. Even 18 years, 20 years experience candidate also comes to me for the training of some advanced programs. Fresher also comes to me for the training. If I don't have these certifications, then my profile looks like very lean, right? Even when we go for some project proposals, even we work on the projects, cybersecurity projects. Depending on the certifications only, no, they show interest for giving us the projects. We have 2 to 3 clients where we work on the real-time projects. Of course, few more are yet to come in the next 2 3 months. I can say like as of now, 10 to 15% projects and 50% on the trainings and the 30% on the certifications. This is how we operate. Going ahead, maybe after 3 4 months, 40 to 50% will my company Hacker Group will be working mostly on the projects. Of course, we continue doing these trainings and placements. We don't stop that. What is the difference between online and offline in the placement part? There is no difference in the placements in the online and offline. When you are taking online support, the majority of the portion depends on you, how you plan your job search, because we cannot monitor you completely. If you are coming to the offline, yes, your skills are this much, your communication is this. We can guide you like how to excel in your communication skills and technical skills. I see a question from Indravat Devaraj. Yes, if you are a fresher, also no problem. We are going to teach you from zero knowledge, from basics. I just shown you some examples of the tools, but everything will be very slow. Okay, not very slow, but at least like everyone will be able to understand this. Can you provide classroom recorded videos for offline batch as well? For offline training, no, the recorded videos will give the online training videos, because offline training, some kind of disturbance will be there. That's the reason you guys will get the recorded videos, but it will be like online related training videos. Offline 2 classes are there per day, 11 to 12 and 12 to 1. The plan is for 6 weeks. And after that also, like whenever there are some jobs placement drive, we ask you guys to come and prepare some, like we are going to guide you some additional topics. What are the roles and responsibilities of a system engineer? Um, Let me see if I have that picture. You can see this picture, the different roles and responsibilities of a desktop engineer and even the network engineer. Actually, both will go in parallel. There will not be much difference. So desktop engineer has to take care of troubleshooting the software issues, hardware issues, networking issues, security risk, with cyber security also they should be having some understanding. Along with information security, they should have some knowledge even on the hardware and software. These are the different roles and responsibilities of a desktop engineer. For online, only one class. As of now, online class we have it like 11 to 12 and morning 7:30 to 8:30. Maybe after 2 weeks we may start one more batch, but it is not. I'll not be the trainer. As of now, 7:30 a.m. I'll be taking the training for one batch, and again 11 a.m. Indian Standard Time. After 2 weeks, some other person. We do have good trainers. They may take few sessions, but as of now, that is not planned. We require minimum of 10 members for any other batches. Fees details, maybe you can discuss with my team. We have like 20,000 per each course, but if you are taking two or more, you get some offer like 50% off. Is GRC training available? Yes. So GRC is not something different. Learning both ethical hacking and SOC Analyst, you can crack this GRC. Snort, yes, we'll be covering the snort also, but snort, yeah, we do that, no problem. 6 to 7 weeks it will take to finish this course. Maximum 6 weeks, mostly 6 weeks we'll try to close. Offline extra classes are you providing? Apart from the training timings, no, my technical team will be there who will help you for resolving any kind of doubts or labs for you. 10 to 5, morning 10:30 a.m. to evening 5 p.m. 2 or 3 technical people will be there, my staff, sub trainers basically. They'll help you to clarify any kind of doubts. I'll be available only in the training hours, morning and these two batches. If you have any doubts, any questions, you can ask me. 6 weeks is required, guys. 3 weeks of network, not 3 weeks, 2 weeks is enough for networks. Another 4 weeks for ethical hacking and SOC analyst. VAPT, I would say like, yes, we do cover 70 to 80% of the VAPT skills in this batch. Morning batch 7:30 is there. There we go in detail. Advanced version of VAPT you can say. But whatever you get trained here in 11 a.m. batch also fair enough to crack the VAPT jobs. Guys, I want you to post your attendance in the chat just for my reference. Just your name, location, and your years of experience or freshers. Like 5 years of experience, IT, 5 years of experience in DevOps, DevSecOps. Okay. Just try to post those details in the chat. You can post it in the chat, your attendance, everyone. Attending the training is optional, but at least try to post your attendance. If you guys are comfortable, if our training course content, training details are matching your expectations, yes, you guys can join. But whatever the clarifications, whatever the doubts you have it, get it done from my team. We'll be able to help you. In case if you want to talk to me one-on-one, ask our sub trainers or the leads. They'll try to arrange a conference with me. Approximately, we are having 100 plus people per placements now. For this batch, I have changed some of the course content, which will fit for the present jobs even in this IT recession. You guys know, right? Currently, we are in a very bad recession. Even in this bad recession, we are trying to place at least 80 plus candidates in these 6 weeks. You can ask me like, how can we get jobs while the training is in progress? Of course, networking job roles will be able to place you with 3 to 6 lakhs LPM in whoever are interested. SOC analyst will take time. Networking jobs, we just 2 weeks, 2 months is enough for jobs, networking jobs. It's 3 to 6 lakhs of package. SOC analyst training itself, after training, now you need to do a revision. 3 months of training, basically 2+ months of training and another 2+ months of job search. It will take 4 months for the SOC analyst jobs. I should not say like, okay, everyone gets the job within 2 months. Depending on the training course content, depending on the kind of job role which you guys are looking, it will take time. But those who are attending for the networks, I can confidently say that 80 plus candidates out of this 100. Already we have a batch which is running with 50 plus members. Like that is desktop is done. Network we are going to start along with new people. So altogether out of 180 plus candidates will place definitely within 6 to 7 weeks. What are the skills that are included in this with reference to VAPT? Divyanshu will share you the VAPT course content and SOC course content. Small, say for example, these are all the VAPT skills, VAPT topics. We have added this so that you guys can try even further VAPT. If you want in detail, then attend morning batch also. We'll give you the access for it. Morning batch, we are done with some vulnerabilities, but more detailed vulnerabilities are yet to finish. So you can attend this and you can attend 7:30 a.m. also without any additional course fees. These vulnerabilities are included, exploits are included. Training concept remains same, but the thing is, I'll be little faster. Here, I'm going to cover within 2 weeks. There, it may take 3 to 4 weeks. That's it. Course content is covered both 7:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. I'll be little faster here in the SOC analyst when you try to cover VAP. SOC analyst 6 weeks. Networking is also part of SOC. So altogether 6 weeks. Okay, another 5 minutes to go. Do you guys have any more questions? For CH, how many weeks? CH also 6 weeks. And coming to the training or not training, the this is how the different types of jobs looks like in IT security. If you see this picture, SOC analyst you are learning, computer networks you are learning, endpoint security, desktop plus network you are learning, and of course even ethical hacking is also part of that. For all these cyber security job roles, OS, networks, database, and web, all these three are common. Four are common. We are going to cover even this number one, number two, and number three here. OS, networks, and endpoints. All these are part of your course content. Everyone are asking the duration. Let me list you in a separate sheet just to make it very clear for you. Guys, listen carefully. Network engineer. We try to add even desktop skills also. Depending on your interest, this training, approximately 1 month of training, plus 1 month for the job. Course fee is 20K. Training fees only I'm listing. Okay. SOC analyst. Network you need 1 month training plus Another 1 month is required for the training. So total 2 months of training is required. Job search will go for 2 months. 1 month is not enough because 1 month, additional 1 month will go for your preparation. So 2 to 3 months, I can say, for the job. SOC Analyst. Training is 20K. Then CH. When I say CH, it is like basically the VAPT skills. Yes, of course, additional 1 month. So total 2 to 3 months of training. But when you are taking a network and SOC, additional 1 month is enough. Okay. And the 2 to 3 months of job search training is 20. Training here, training duration and job duration. Maybe like right now you guys might be having the offer. So if you are attending all these three, normally it will come under 60K. I think tomorrow or day after tomorrow is the last date. All these three you get it for 30K. All three courses. If you are from India, other countries depending on the location. Two courses. How about two courses? Two courses also 30,000 only. Okay. So my recommendation is attend all the three so that depending on your skills, we'll be able to place you in a correct job location. Job preference. Yeah, 1% good. This is whatever we have listed is a training amount, guys. Training amount, assume like all this will be done in 3 months. As part of this one, we are providing you the softwares, then training, recorded videos, resume, project preparation or live projects, then resume is done. Maybe like Naukri or LinkedIn. This ends your training commitment. After that, say like 2 months or 3 months of training is over, then you need to be on job search on your own. We guide you like how to do the job search, what kind of jobs to apply. Right now, the outside job market is not so good. If you want to go for an additional like 3 to 4 months of extended job support, this is basically for placement. Even after the training also, like each and every candidate, we try to tag it to tag it to some mentor. I'll tell you the approximate pricing also. We'll assign you to some mentor and mostly like 80K to 1 lakh is the job amount. Like mostly like 2 to 3 interviews will be able to place it. This mentorship, like we try to monitor your progress, your communication, do mock interviews on regular basis. And again, like we prepare you for the job. This is the job amount. And of course, like if the salary is below 2.8, we try to reduce. It starts from 80,000. Of course, some job roles even which are 60K also. Say for example, desktop engineer, and maybe some location is little far. So few candidates. So 60K we charge even for some job roles. But here the interview will be like there will be some support for the interview. You just need to attend the interview. Or if you want to, the training is good. Even with this training also, you guys can crack it. If you don't want to go for placement support, this 3 months of training is enough. If you are going for additional extended job help, we charge you from 80,000 to 1 lakh. Because just with the training, some people will not be able to crack the jobs. So my team will do an additional training for you. do a follow-up with the recruiters, schedule the interview. They only will process your interview on job also. Communication skills, you just watch some movies, automatically will learn. Some basic videos you'll be able to learn. And 2 months of training is there with us, right? That cyber security training. As and then you communicate with us, as and then you get familiar with my training videos, your communication will automatically improve. These are the high level details, but maybe like you can get in touch with our mentors. These are some of the numbers, right? Where you guys have reached 854, 999, 5000, 2000, and 9886, 476, not 200, 300. These are all our team mentors or technical team numbers. You can reach out to any of these numbers. They'll be able to help you for any other clarifications. Online practice, yes, all these members, all these staff, they'll be available from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. for online. If you have any labs or if you have any queries, doubts, they'll take your system remotely and they'll be able to help you. What is your question, Prem? If you opt for training only, we'll get a chance for the interview. No support required. No, to be frank, as of now, online interviews, right? The opportunities, open market interviews are very less. They do it for formality purpose. Right now, Russian is there. Like scheduling interview itself is a challenge. Let me show you some jobs. Now, please. So, assume like you want to try for VAPT, VAPT engineer, and up to 2 years, Bangalore location, search. Capgemini, engineer, prompt engineer, okay. CH. Cyber security analyst, 2 to 5 years of experience. Security analyst, Ericsson, right? This is reasonably good, but some jobs go like desktop engineer. 10, 100 plus. Open market, you should be able to get the jobs. That's not a problem. Yeah. Any more questions, anyone? Are you able to help communication skills? Communication skills will guide you with some of the videos tutorials. You need to improve your communication by talking to your friends, relatives, watching some videos. Like that, you should be able to cover. We'll guide you, but it's not like we make you sit, teach grammar for you. We'll help you like how to improve your communication. That we can do it because in case if you really want to go for the classroom training for communication, just 5 to 6,000 many institutions are there. They'll teach the grammar. We get 2 weeks of time, the period for the payment. First one term, we don't have like monthly EMIs because the training itself is 6 weeks. So you can take 2 weeks or 3 weeks of time for the second term. 8 years of non-IT experience in a school, 5 years of career gap, and a degree to be completed in January. Good enough for a career in software. Yes, Prem, if your communication is good, remember for SOC and ethical hacking, communication should be good. Okay. For network and desktop, even if you have very, I mean to say, if you have little low on communication, also you guys can crack these jobs. I'll mention the salaries also. Right. Network engineer, desktop engineer. I'll mention desktop here. Desktop 3 to 4 LPA lakhs per annum. Network engineer is 3 to 6 LPA. SOC analyst is 4 to 10 euro, depending on your experience. I'm talking about 1 to 2 years of experience. Okay. Ethical hacking again 4 to 10 LPA. How about for freshers to 1 year of experience? 1 year means you may go with internship like that. It will be like 3 to 4 LPA for every job, desktop or network or SOC or ethical hacking. Your package is 3 to 4. Even sometimes you may get 2.4 also, depending on the company. So for fresher who are entering into the IT newly, right? Don't worry about the package. First, get into the job. That's my recommendation. Because 2.43 lakhs doesn't make much difference. 3 to 4,000 per month. Package you should think after 2 years of experience. 2+ years of experience. Improve your skills. Do some good certifications. Then ask for 10 to 15 LPA. That's how you should plan. Okay, if you are completely new to the IT or if you are a fresher, if you are doing a domain change, if you are having career gap, don't worry about the package. First, get into the job. Work for 1 year. Gain confidence. Do some certifications. Increase your profile weightage. Then ask for 15 lakh, they'll give you. Okay? You do these certifications. CH, CPENT, LPT, and SOC Analyst. For 2 years also, they will give you 15 lakhs if you are doing these certifications. How much I can expect the salary? Lakshmi Pati. If your communication is good, you can try for 4 to 6 lakhs. If your communication is not good, 3 to 4 lakhs you can try. Lakshmi Pati. 3 to 5 lakhs. That's it. Last two questions. Anyone? Hope everyone got some understanding about different job roles in cybersecurity. We'll share you this course content of VAPT and SOC Analyst. Go through it. If you have any questions, connect with my team. They will be able to help you. Non-IT candidates also practice some when they free time. Guys, as I said, my training hours will be like 7:30 a.m. One batch is going on. You guys can join. This is a VAPT batch. Again, 11 a.m. This is also like VAPT is also there, but mainly like networks, less SOC. Apart from this, in case my team will be always available for you to clear your doubts. You can get in touch with them. They will be able to help you by even either online or offline. If offline means you can come to office. You guys can get your doubts cleared. Online, my team will help you through TeamViewer, AnyDesk. They'll take AnyDesk session or TeamViewer and they'll be able to clear your doubts. That's it. Very simple. Working days, non-working days, any kind of urgency, they'll be able to help you. So it is like you take training for 2 hours, practice for 3 to 4 hours after the training. From tomorrow onwards, we'll start the technical sessions. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, yes, of course. So interested candidates get enrolled by tomorrow only because we'll finish the batch by this weekend. Already there is one more batch who has done the desktop sessions. They are also waiting for these networks. Today I gave them the gap. So there is no delay. Networks will start from tomorrow. will get finished by 2 weeks. SOC Analyst 2 weeks, and additional 1 week for VAPT, 2 weeks for VAPT. 6 weeks we'll be able to done with this batch. Are we good for today? Fine, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone for the 1.5 hour session. Get in touch with my team for any kind of clarifications with respect to the training, placements, training fees, certification fees, everything. And then we are mainly into the placement oriented rather than like other things. We look for the placement rather than the training. Our course content is completely, we try to align with the placements for every batch, depending on the market. Okay. Fine. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow, everyone. Bye. These 2 documents, you guys will get it.